Hello, beautiful sisters. So, I don't really talk much about myself, and I think that's because I can say a lot of reasons. One is that I'm kind of a rigid person. I love to have fun, and when I'm on mission or on purpose or on point, I'm like on it. And so I'm really aware that in hosting this space, which is all about the archetype of woman, what I'm selling is not myself. I'm not selling my personality. I'm selling the viewer on herself, like on buying into herself. So it's about each of us buying into us, buying into who we are, buying into our amazingness, our magic, our majesty, our inner power, and our ability to step forward and stand up and be seen and identify with ourselves and lead. And of course, our ability to nurture ourselves and take care of ourselves and, really, I was going to say lick our own wounds and mend our own wounds. And so like take care of ourselves and step forward and hold a line. So that's a nice start. And some of you probably want to know more about me though. So I'm going to share a little bit about my story. Where to begin? I am a healer. I've always been a healer ever since I was 2 years old and 4 years old. My mom has been telling me, you are a medicine woman, you are a doctor, you are a healer. And so with that ingrained in my mind, I absolutely went conventional medical route and got my MD. On the way though, I fell into and fell in love with holistic medicine, energy medicine, everything from Reiki to all of the energetic modalities, from shiatsu to polarity chelation. I enrolled myself in extracurricular programs in high school, reading books from physicists. Barbara Ann Brennan, Hands of Light was my very first book. Learning about the esoterics and the clairvoyant views of biology. So I've always been bridging that medicine and mysticism, that science and spirit realm. And so that's one path, is my medical track. And I used to think it was a big cosmic joke that I got my MD, my medical degree, and decided not to use it in the conventional way. But you know what? I've come to realize a few things. That was the foundation for so much. That was the foundation for self-perseverance, dedication, devotion, stick-to-itiveness. I love all those words. And it was also the foundation for so much of my spiritual knowledge. Like, I now understand that the power of smudging is that you're not only affecting spiritual microbes, but you're also affecting literal physical microbes, right? Like, so much of the physical and spiritual are synonymous or analogous, that it's just along a spectrum of a different density, right? So the physical density is so different from the spiritual density. So anyway, that's my medical track. I am very much a healer and a medicine woman. I love to work one-on-one with individuals and first receive them, listen, and then tune in, not just to you, but to your higher aspects, and get information and serve as a messenger on your behalf, basically funneling you and your wisdom and your awareness and your insight back to you. So it's like from the crown and the soul star chakra to your heart. It's really beautiful. I love working one-on-one. It's very delicate work for me. I take it very, not just seriously, but tenderly. You entrusting me with your tender bits is really special, and I meet that by settling in and like enfolding myself in my own tender parts. And it is from that tender place that I am able to access the information and your templating from your higher aspects, from your alternative aspects, from your non-human aspects. So that's my healership path. You also know, if you've been around here for a while, how passionate I am about women taking up a strong sense of identity. And I had that I was going to say ripped away from me, but really it was me agreeing to rip it away from myself, right? At a few places in my trajectory. Yes, in medicine. Yes, in trying to get along, as a, student in all private schools where I was the only person or one of three with this color of skin, all that stuff, but also in terms of my marriage. So marriage and identity and divorce, even the identity twist around becoming a mother, those are all passion points for me, but it's really all about anchoring us into our identity as women, as wise women, as leaders, as intuitives, as knowers, seers, bringers. Like, we bring a different perspective than our men. And we get to know ourselves so that we can do our form of leadership to the best of our ability, right? As should they. So divorce is near and dear to my heart because it's one of those identity hijacks that a lot of us passage through and don't have adequate support. So it's always been a passion of me to see and walk through that passage with anyone who is dedicated to their triumph. So that's just a side hobby right now. Speaking of side hobbies, right? I talk about money, but before that, I was talking a lot about the priestess archetype. And after that, it was the archetype of woman. I've really settled into my true role, which is amplifying all aspects of woman. So I am here amplifying the archetype of woman. And as leaders, natural guardians of the masses, I think that's our rightful position. We need to be in control of the resources. I was going to say the lion's share of the resources. I don't know if that's really, I feel like that's true. We need to be, or the resources need to be controlled by women, because we are the ones who see to it that all mouths get fed. We are the ones who see to it that all pockets get served, that the labor is distributed equally, and that people feel a sense of belonging and purpose and value inside the community. This is our natural role. We seed solutions, not wars and disputes. That's just our natural way. So that's why the money tip is so hot fire for me right now, because it's really important that we settle in, and it feels so womb-like in its sourcing here, to who we are, to our worth, to our value, to who we are here to be. So much of this, because I take this so seriously, is philanthropic and is serious. But truly, when you get inside of my veil, when you get into the inner circle of me, and you can ask anybody who's in like the portal experiences with me, or my women's mentorships, or the group masterminds, it's fun. I'm goofy AF. I love to play. I love to hang out. Like, I'm a frisbee dog. I go nuts for bubbles. Like, these are the things that light me up, that, right? Like, chocolate cake, that's my like happy, treat. So I want to give that to you here. And I just want to share more about myself and invite you in and welcome you in, because some of you are new to this space. My kids are wrestling in the background. I don't know if you can hear them. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me. And was there one thing I wanted to say? This retreat that's coming up. So it is going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of nature, a lot of exposure. We are all going to feel ourselves syncing up, slowing down, unwinding, and syncing up with this frequency outside of ourselves that's bigger than us. Maybe it's the vortex energies of the location. I'm not quite sure what it is, but this is the magic that I am excited to be a part of. And yes, we get to focus ourselves on money, our money dynamic, our money expansion, the frequency of miracles, the frequency of elation, the magic and the synchronicities that happen when we are all highly vibing. this is gonna be so much fun, you guys. Like, I'm so excited about this experience. We are pulling all the stops. We are bringing in all of the accoutrements that will make us have that much more of a fun experience, you know? I'm really excited about this. I just stay tuned, watch this space. I will be featuring the elements more and more about this experience, but I just wanted to drop those teasers in here to say this gets to be really, really fun. And it's going to be an amazing time. And if for some reason you really wanted to be there, but something's not matching up, DM me and we will figure out another way for you to get bites and bits and pieces of this experience. So, with love, sisters.